Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the Let's Try series voting block edition. Okay, so we've come to the end of another, well, in this case, two selected games. I did the first and second. And now it's time for the channel to select the next. In case you didn't know, the Wednesday series are in fact voted on to see which one will be the next one. I present 5 different series, and then by the end of it, you vote, and a couple of weeks later, I tally the votes, and that selects the next series. Although if the series turns out to be short, hang on one second, I'm not liking that keek. There you go. If the series is too short, I'll do the second selection too. But right now, we're going to be concentrating on the first one, which has been recommended multiple times, the Seance of Blake Manor. Now, if you're not aware, one of the first series I did was the Lovecraftian horror/comedy series called The Dark Side Detective. It's actually, you can find it on the playlist. The second series was a supporter-only series, which deals with the ramifications of what happened at the end of the first season. It's a cute little thing, but they've decided to go a little more serious with this one, as far as I can tell. Now, I've kept myself intentionally blind as much as I can, so let's dive into the Seance of Blake Manor, Demo Edition. Starting a game? Yes. Blood Moon for the... okay. Dublin, Ireland, 1897. And we're dealing with some interesting art style here. Uh-oh. A little bit of merchandise there.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara.
Out in the Atlantic.
Yesterday a guest went missing. A young woman named Lady Deane. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure.
So we're Sherlock Holmes.
This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you.
Lots of Moors.
There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honorable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly.
I see. So I gotta take faith, this one.
I pray for the girl that this is true.
Okay. This seance or exorcism? Because I'm getting exorcism vibes. Alright. So I like the panel art style. It gives a nice depth of detail without the necessity of having a lot of animation, which can be hard to program, especially for a demo. But, so we are Sherlock Holmes, but Occult Investigator Day 1, October 29th, 11 p.m., Blake Manor Courtyard. Okay, so we're also in Western Ireland during the period of British occupation. All right, so let's break. The spiral. Not a loop, it's a spiral. Anyways. Mr. Ward. Okay, so Charles Dexter Ward, probably reference to Lovecraft, but wouldn't actually be Dexter Ward as Charles Dexter Ward, as he hasn't been born yet in this timeline. Probably another generation. Well, there's some definite motivations. Revenge against her father.
I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father.
Well, that's ominous.
Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Really? This just sounds like a setup.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're FPS. Got it. The manor is miles from Gaul, miles from Near. Without a horse, there is nowhere to go. Great, so we're trapped. Got it. Like I said, ooh, I'm kind of liking this. Cel-shaded, I haven't seen this in a while. You move faster by running, shift to run. You move slower in crouching, press control to crouch. Settings can be altered. Okay. So it taps, which is always good. I prefer that. Why am I crouching? Because it makes us invisible. We all know that how it works in role-playing. In RPGs. Oh, god damn it. In video games. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, mysterious figure.
Is somebody there?
Really?
What in hell?
Probably. Again, I've descended into hell in these games so many times, I probably have property. Can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must my nerves on end. Still, perhaps I will ask. Okay. Evidence, records, washerwoman. Ah, to access records. Here's the deal. Records can catalog all evidence the court has gathered in investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine for your hiring letter, for example. Examine. The letter received in hiring this case. Okay. Right. Concerned party, you'll notice. Doesn't actually say who's here. I photograph Miss Deane. Discussable with, unknown. Okay. Luggage. Discussable with someone. Discussable with someone. Discussable, see, observation to someone. And discussable. Now, the washerwoman in Ireland is a manifestation of a entity that is said to wash the clothing of people who are going to die in battle the next day. A not uncommon center pace in a place like this. Okay, but maybe you could look at the water separately. Okay, so cool. And hopefully it wasn't our clothing she was washing, because that would be bad. Probably should... No, okay, cool. Aha! Barrel of rusty-colored rainwater. There you go. Sorry, apparently I wandered off the screen there. Yeah. If it's a manor house, we're probably dealing, with a British person who's here for the rustic color, as it were, and the cheap Irish, not quite slave labor, but not too far off. Right then, okay. I know it's the rain, but we're doing this anyways. All right, awesome sauce. A bronze statue of a lady is not that old, a few years perhaps. A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife. Marquesses. Taken from us too soon, she will live in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Probably a monster. Research topic locked. Evidence records. Ideals the wife. All right, excellent. So, 2. Okay. Discussable with whoever that is. Recently passed. Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife. Idealized wife. Curiously loved his wife greatly, even in death into his life. Such control sends a shiver down my spine. Okay, so. Great. Now, do we have... no, we don't have the ability to pick that up. This is why you wander around wherever you can. Because you never want to do progress too quickly in a video game. Probably get out of the rain. This might open up later. Yeah. I wonder if he's out there in the on a window somewhere wondering what the heck I'm doing. A hotel. Excellent. All right. I should check the front desk information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Backlancher, look, time is the essence. If you solve the Blake Manor, time advances and interacts with objects and characters. Okay, so you have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You'll only be free to explore the manor in the coming days. Mystery unlocked. Okay. Time does not interact when I don't move. So I don't want to interact with objects unless I absolutely have to. Okay, 2. It's mysteries. Documents, items, everything, observation, items. Guess I don't have access to them yet. Okay, so for example, we don't want to interact with objects. Moving around. I could ring the reception bell. Let's take a moment taking in the place first. Recurring goals in the mystery map. Press 1 to access this. Deane's murder. Mystery should investigate it. Guard the manor house to confirm if Deane was here. If no longer present, what was the manner of the concern? Okay, investigate. Hiring letter. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information in investigation. Leads provide guidance in the evidence investigation. Collecting connection reveals context why the two nodes are connected. Okay. Lead. Political connection. Could Miss Deane be at the mire? So, letter I received. In this case, checking in. I should check into the hotel. Ring the bell so I can speak to the manager. Okay. Okay. Every time I check something, though, it'll increase the clock. I wish, can we quick save? There we go. We'll save now, and then potentially we'll roll back the timeline in order to be able to do so. Now, the thing is, every time I interact, I will progress time. We don't know what's important and what isn't. And seance. Cloakroom. Pick an object you may have more than one action to choose from. Place that to navigate between them. Alright. I can place the luggage here. Newspapers. Now I can try opening the desk. That causes 1 minute. Clipboard look. This is the staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. Okay. Now, if we go to evidence, Miss Deane's departure. Still don't have all of it yet. All right, so we don't want to be seen snooping. Now, the case. I took 1 minute each for each of them. Now, the reason I did that, Liars, the Grand Seance, Entertainment, Manager's Office. Let's try. No clues to no issues. Some pages missing or remains are all positive stories. Interesting. But if I do it here. Random issues focus on how peaceful the region is. That's not a good sign. So, yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to retract backwards. 2 years ago, talking of local fair and positive impact in the area. What I'm going to do is book out those carved turnips. Read on. Move on. According to terms, the crazed carved embers are placed inside to give them glowing effect. They are supposed to ward off evil spirits. They are based on Stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. Through nights drinking with the devil, he convinced the friend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into a tree, and old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised never to claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways, but the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander the world for eternity. Old Nick sent his way with only the ever-burning lump of coal from hell to light his way. Save his hands with the coal and the turnip and has been roaming lands ever since. Supposedly other spirits can see the lanterns. They think it's the real Jack and run for fear he tricks them too. I've heard the tradition, but use pumpkins instead. I can't see as being eerie somehow. Right, so all of this has not produced one piece of evidence for Miss Deane's departure. So, what we're going to do a quick load. Yep. Go directly to... I don't know why we're in the corner. Spring. Actually, no. Hello, I'm Declan Ward.
I'm Declan Ward. I telegram.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send words that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the manual save. Yes, we're going to be using for time and space manipulation here. We're going to spend 2 minutes. Does this actually show? It does. Open. Grab. All right, the next 2 days. Record the moves using timetable increase is useful. Okay, and if I go to evidence 2, staff rota. I have recorded the timetables in my evidence. Okay. Now, with that done, we don't need water. We don't need to check out anything else. We're going to do one thing. That's the one thing we can do without him being around. So now we'll ding it. This is 8. We'll go through this again.
Yeah,
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Regardless, I'll send words that her room should be prepared. But first, we record.
All right, cool. Sign in. You can analyze people, documents, insert, and move the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Got it. All right. Miss Deane's signature. Miss Deane signed the registration books a few days ago. A lot of names here I signed last week, more than I thought there'd be. Including myself and Miss Deane, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Some guests signed it with an X, meaning this gathering has high, unusually high literary rates. Right. Used to be you could legally sign in for a leaked document with an X, because a lot of people were illiterate. I think it's still technically possible in a lot of jurisdictions. It's just nothing I'd recommend. All right, so we've gotten observations 3 out of 4. Miss X, Father Lynn could sign in for Mr. Deane reportedly been missing. Okay, excellent. Person X, okay. Oh, E. Examine the book before signing. Ah, there it is. Observation. Guest sign-in times. Record of who arrived. I noticed Miss Deane did not sign out. But, sign with an X. Pearson X, Father Sinica signed in after Deane went reportedly missing, which means they're probably not involved. So, okay. Now, we can sign in. Okay.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Indeed. The, seance. I noticed the Miss Deane's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
Engage in conversation by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses reveal new information, exposing characters and mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Mrs. Deane. Discuss evidence. Navigate to people to ask about Ms. Deane. Okay. I'm sorry, did you say Ms. Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she was to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be unusual? Would it be usual for her? I could not say, sir. It's the first time she stayed here. Okay, so. Now we can actually discuss more, but if every time we do so, like I can discuss the luggage, but I'm not really caring about that. Map for the region, grand seance, the telemachine broken. Let's discuss this. Oh, the washerwoman would be interesting. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down. It is. Likely the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire up the replacement and have no luck. I'll have the groundsman look into it in the morning. Okay. Now I'm probably going to not get anything from this, but you will think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in a fountain. I can assure our facilities are full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a binu? It'll be funny for the time of the year and the gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes are being washed. Right. Benu is the type of... okay, if we discuss evidence any further... Seance, Blake Manor. As well. Looks like you've gone to some trouble with the event. The seance is first of its kind. It seemed prudent to put some expense into the event. What makes a seance distinct from any other? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be the best source of in-depth explanation, but I'll try my best. A typical seance allows limited communication with the ghost. Listed in the medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. It's believed that the time of year with the right collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved, and those people have been gathered here in Samhain, where is the veil is thinnest, to see if that is true. I say that as a belief. Whether you believe it, Mr. Ward, is up to you. What does analyze do? Ooh. Tracking glasses. It's difficult to see through the damage to be recent or surely had them fixed. It looks profoundly displeased. Is it me or something else? Don't know. And on pocket watch, keep his pocket watch. Either pressed by time, ruled by routine, or both. Oh boy. I'm curious. You happen to drop your glasses? It's nothing, sir. They are serviceable. I'll have them replaced after the event. I'm probably going to do a rewind time again. Just cuz. Are you very busy, sir? I notice you're holding your pocket watch there. Ah, these events do not run themselves. It is the manor's success depends on tight scheduling. And happy expression. And you're right, sir. You look rather perturbed. I'm perfectly fine. My mind is in the hotel in the event, of course. Right, a lot of that's not going to do a lot of good. Now, again, we've burned a lot of time. We don't know how much time we can do with. We can discuss Mary Blake. You tell me about Mary Blake. Mary Blake was a kind and delicate woman and a delicate mother. Her death came as a tragic shock to all of us of the manor. The Marquise and her son were naturally never the same. No doubt there's a reason this seance is taking place right now. Let's try discuss evidence. Done a bunch of them already. Deane. We can talk to Vincent about Vincent. Let's do Blake Manor. We can talk about the manor. Well, it was built in the mid-1600s and awarded to Edward Blake for his part of the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. Yeah, that's bad for Irish, by the way. It has been passed on to generations of the Blake family and surviving tragedies. Marquis Jonas Blake is the latest in line to hold the title, with him and his son, young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquis' initiative to open the Manor's Hotel in 1870 and pulled the place through the difficult post-famine years. So I can say, though, suspect more information in the library should you care to know more. Ah, Irish famines. Yeah, there's a lot of bleak evidence on that one. Trust me. Map of the region, Evelyn Deane, luggage, map of the region, Grand Seance of Blake Manor. Huh. No evidence on the, luggage, map of the region. Huh. Not sure. Estu. Ah, it changes the way we look at them. Let's leave.
I need nothing else.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
Okay. As soon as here left, data departure does line up with the letter I received. It'd be good to see the letter she left behind. It seems like cut off investigations at midnight. I should get a move on. By exploring interactive items, you can press yes to see which objects you can hold on. Interact with hold down space to detect vision. Oh, wait, we have the same ability as Batman. One of these letters has got to be it. Let's go. There was an scrimmage crawl, I think maybe Middle Eastern. That's not it then. Should definitely do a save here. And then move forward. More object you may have. Okay, we know that already. Actually, may not have been in this timeline. From Dupre, he was half-hearted inquiring about business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. That's not helpful. There's a note from Victoria Lau, which is in reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Look around. I'm sure Miss Deane letters being kept in the reception area. Like the manager has it in his office. Staff rota, learned observation. This did not sign out. Sign in book. Dean. 20s, discussable with unknown person. How do I get access? Him in there. I could fix the machine. Yeah, right. I don't know, maybe I am that good. Staff rota. Dean signature, hiring letter. Luggage. Ask about Miss Deane. That's a lot of work. We have somebody help him with his mood. Can I fix it? Can the broken into the machine the reason for his foul mood? Buttons need to be left on the desk. Move to the manager's office. Office. Okay, so I need to... Tell manager. Okay, so we need to fix it somehow. Telegraph room. Faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Interesting. You can see here causing the burnt smell in the room. Good to know, but again, let's do a quick save, manual, because we may have to rewind time. Okay, let's try this. Look. I'm just trying to communicate with the outside world. Apparently the battery's dead, requires 6 volts. Question is, page. Voltage pile. Someone's trying to follow these instructions. Voltage battery stacking cells to reach the front. Voltage diagram shows a voltage battery output of 4V. Cells coating of 2 discs called an anode and cathode separated electrolyte bulbs. You need to use all this generating output of 6 volts. Right then. What does the smell of coming? Remove them in case there's any risk of fire. I'm going to replace the disc where I could do anything. Of interest here to me. Okay. To find replacement discs. Bink's machine and so on. Envelopes for empty envelopes for letters to be written. Type incoming messages. Paper stack. Ink an envelope. It's not going to help, unfortunately. Lobby enters. The question is, what is that? Strange occurrences. Excellent. Here's one's page of language. Something here in Irish. Only the language has been taken from us. 1 second. Yes, but I'm in the 21st century. Yes, the English did actually try to eliminate the native Irish tongue as a part of destroying the Irish culture. Okay, let's see if I can type this baby in and see what we get. A-N... Seriously? Got it. Irish to English. Select A-N... E, a little thing on top of it. S-E-O-A-N-S-L-I-A-M-A-C-H. This is the slimming. It's not it. Definitely not it. This is the slimming. Doesn't work. Okay, so now we have haunting. Thing is, it's just books, newspaper. Check those drawers already. Jack-o'-lantern painting. Huh. They replace the disc when I do anything. Okay, so but we did not find anything in the desk itself. That had a bunch of paper and such. That's about it. We really shouldn't be closing anything. Cost time for that. It's going to probably have to happen. Like I said, we're going to have to rewind time. Let's see where we put it. 6 volts. We're just going to rewind time here. This is for 4 volts. That's for 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is obviously where we come in, but like I said, we're going to find the voltage battery. Right, okay, it's nothing here. Remember the Sister Deane for retirement that I need running out of time. That's it. Okay, so again, we're going to rewind time. What we're going to do now is roll backwards. Okay, that happened. Oh, so we can check. Where do we find? Cloakroom's probably not it. Luggage room is probably not it. These are definitely not it. Enchantment schedule. Sir.
I would kindly ask you if you need assistance.
Right. We can't obviously enter. He's there. So, what we're going to do is move around randomly, then I'm going to rewind time. Salt bowl. Okay, a box of salt used to absorb moisture. Again, we're going to rewind time. Crates. It's emptying the rotting turnips. Let me do that twice. Cloaked. The coat. There's a note in the pocket. Miss Deane, I'd like to speak with you perhaps Saturday at the bar at 5 p.m. There's a Miss Deane who makes me wonder if this is her coat, but then if she's supposed to have left. An expensive hotel. Coat's left here to dry. Okay, so again, boots would guess these are average sized boot larger than smaller ones. Again, what we're doing is we're just going to be absorbing information, nothing in the pockets. For example, we could do, let's do strange occurrences. Okay. Could do cracking glasses, luggage, coat note. But not discussable with our dude, though. Okay, good to know. Interesting. Now, what we will do is we will load previous. $11.20. Okay, so now... Well, that happened. Why is this music suddenly changing? Okay, choose from action tournaments. Okay. What? Ah. It's like there's something on your side. Is that literally it? Not. I'm taking that day back. That minute back. Yes, I will use time manipulation abilities. Okay, so what we want to do is use our time manipulation ability to enter the cloakroom, grab her coat in the pocket, DFD at 5 p.m. There you go. Supposed to be left. Now we know. Okay, so we'll inventory. Save. Empty slot. Okay. Can we enter the atrium? It's locked. Didn't think so. But into the luggage room. See if it, do a quick sweep. Then rewind time. God, going through all this would take forever. Unfortunately, most of this is beyond our capability. Look, there's the guests. All right, so of course, something with the pattern on that lid. Way of pulling me in. I'll have to return here later. Drunken Bay 56. Okay. Well, we can keep that, I think. But that's about it. No. Oops. Stationary look. We need a dependent letter. Okay. What I'm going to do is load. You'll save. Okay. Rewinding backwards. Okay. So we grab in here. Grab the luggage room. It's such an economy of movement here. Okay. All right. So trunk in 46. So, okay. We'll save before we do it again. Might as well leave this here. All right, so that's done. Yay. Look. The main story is a carriage accident that resulted in the death of the Marquis's wife. Okay, excellent. Books. From trashy romance novels. So what we do is we load. Annual save. Yes. We're not going to bother with that. It takes a minute. Takes 1 minute there. All right. Oh, we've got that. Yes, it's going to be a lot of delicate work here. I believe we've already got that part. Discs, there it is. What could these be for? If they could be, they're important. Maybe there's a clue to use somewhere around here. Okay, evidence records disc, so we know what to go with here. To the telegraph room. Okay, so we run over here. It has to be 4 sandwiches, basically. Okay. All right, let's give this a try. Just to replace the old ones. Oh, the right voltage to power. Okay. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay, so basically, need 6 volts. We start with yellow, gray, blue. Okay. Yellow, gray, blue. Let's make sure we got that right. Yellow, gray, blue. And we keep going the whole way. Yellow, gray, blue, yellow, gray, blue. Yellow, gray, blue. Yellow, gray, blue. It's 4. Yellow, gray, blue. Yellow, gray, blue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Battery seems to be working. The telegraph machine needs a hum to it. I should tell the manager. Excellent. That will get him out of the place. Okay, gain entry into the office. Ding. Yeah, well, that will summon him.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Discuss evidence. People. Telegraph machine fixed. Discuss.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it.
Okay.
Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me.
Got it.
You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Got it. Excellent. Well, that got done. Should I quickly know how long we'll stay in there? Character locations, point of interest, and room you can view it in the map. Board accesses. Okay, so characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep in the map. New areas are added as the empire is explored. Okay, so ground floor, courtyards. Okay, proceed. Now we've got map. Okay, excellent. So, explore manager's office. Again, we're going to save. Dip time manipulation powers are awesome. Okay. Obviously. No jacket, nothing in the pocket. So, what we do, reload, get that minute back. This is kind of counter to most of our games where we investigate everything. Now we can only investigate the minimum. Okay. They're looking for letter. Look. Ms. Varley's mid-draft orders requesting payments. Hold off until after the event is over. Okay. So Ms. Varley seems to be asked for a child on behalf of a young mother. The letter assures the child is safe, otherwise not forthcoming. To the manager. Okay. Better deliver in town. I think you're except for supplies. Okay, so what we do, reload, manual save. Yes. We just want the child's one now. Okay, so now we have the child. Okay, so books, schedules, jars. There's file, nothing of value. Okay, so what we're going to do is spend a few more minutes. Look, no code, little time. It's just right at the office for the letter. It's in Varley, cycle of guest, making request to the hotel, duration of stay. Desk open. Gramophone records for the records, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one of Dr. Callahan. Okay. Rather complaining with the housekeeper, over familiarity and curiosity. Written complaint. Now we have two things to check out. Cupboard, records in the room, useful information to have. Something under it. I think it's it. This is Deane's departure letter. On his desk, strange. He wants to examine it when I arrived. It's signed. Where did this match her signature in the sign book? Evelyn Payne does not. Are there differences between the two signatures? Yep. Deane here. And signatures are close, but they do not match. Someone else wrote this letter of hers, but whose and why? If you have evidence across hypothesis, evidence produces keywords for hypothesis. Press 1 to access this. Okay. Evidence is found. Okay. Okay. Okay, make hypothesis open the hypothesis portal. Complete the hypothesis by filling the missing words using keywords given evidence. Please consider if you determine you are correct. Okay. Okay, so. My arrival is broken. Okay, fixed. Okay, my arrival. It's Jean's departure. Letter is forged. Consider. What if I know what happened here? Miss
Deane didn't leave the hotel, and somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
They speak English. They can write. They did not know Miss Deane. They only speak English.
This is true, but it seems likely that all the staff. Of course, educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
It's true. Trying to keep the population illiterate does help keep them under control. She saw the departure. She did not leave the manor, though somebody thinks that she did. Back to a culprit. Complete the hypothesis is critical to advancing mystery and inviting Mr. Deane. After each successful hypothesis, the real facts about the culprit. Information there about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds or eliminate suspects. Now it's time to get some rest. 40s manager has never met Deane before he arrived. Okay. Investigate. Discussable is current focus, discussion topics. Get back. Okay. Clues or experience hidden in the safe and ruled by routine. Conquered land. Profile Mr. Varley. What's in the safe? Kill the probe Mr. Varley, analyzing him or speaking to him with other guests about searching the manor. Okay. Mrs. Olivia D'Arcy. You associate this tale. Might this still be the case?
Mr. Ward.
Yes.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
It's Mr. Voorhees de Playman. Alright. Climb out. Probably should have, no, we just stepped out for a moment.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
Obviously can't go out his door, but, you know. Strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? We're not in.
If you head up the stairs, the port.
Excellent. Thank you. Probably have to come back here later. Portrait of a woman with dark skin. Holding an ornate vase appears to be Egyptian. That's curious. Plaque reads Lady William Blake. Research topic unlocked. Okay, cool. This game is definitely not...
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
Well? Talk.
Well, this is your room, sir.
Mr. Doyle. He's one of the local Irish, while the Blakes are the English ruling over them. Which means he's underpaid and probably lives like 5 miles away. I have to walk to home.
Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing dining hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
No.
Well, breakfast is nice chat. Anyway.
Okay, so let's do a quick save in case something does come up here. But I want to analyze. Burnt, sunk eyes are red. If something is irritating them. Unusual Celtic cross, though somehow seems different to many before. He might be a cultist, I don't know. Shaking hands. You're suffering some sort of tremor.
Well, breakfast, nice chat. Anyway.
Good lord, we got a lot to discuss with anybody here.
You almost almost have it, sir. Room 4.
Oops, sorry. I took my own luggage. I'm sorry, what? I won't unpack in case he was a hasty retreat. Okay. Little interest in me in here. Page staggering to escape a skilled piece of someone uninspired. Lovely place. That'll sleep well knowing the damn thing is lit. Where the pieces came from. Small house by mountain, so this location is nearby. Never know. Let's look and feel exhausted. Excellent. Fine gramophone, not the thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still does not come with any recordings. I guess we'll probably end up having to use that at some point. Not much to paint around here, I suppose. Nothing here catches my eye. No Bibles, apparently. I saw something there for a second. Suppose we should take a seat. More luxurious than I'm used to. Thick rug, unremarkable design. Guide to local flora and fauna, though local in question is to be north of England. Hardly helpful. Alright, so birth address with a good rest sheets. I should rest. Sleep. Probably the end of the demo. But yeah, it does give us a good idea of what we're going on here. Oh, with a... Oh. We're going to be having Weeping Angel. Good to know, good to know. This is actually, you know, romantic to a certain level. To a certain aesthetic, as it were. But let's go through hell once again. Again, it's getting kind of repetitive. That is known... This is the descent of spirit into the material, which is sometimes presented as it would be a, as a demonic effigy, as it were. I have to do the whole thing. Alright, cool. We opened the glyph. Uh-huh. Good place here. Probably a lot of dark forces in the manor that have come to fruition. Okay, awesome. We'll do even more of this stuff. Kind of interesting puzzle techniques we're going here. No. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so whoever's haunting the place really likes puzzles. Yeah, the Infernal is definitely involved here. Oh, this is going to be fun. And crows, because of course there's crows. Oh, I didn't actually start that direction. It's not going to work. Kind of just grooving at that point. I'm not even thinking it out. Just letting it happen. The Black Spiral. Third time I've seen this sigil in a game, by the way. Alan Wake 2 being the first time. Can't actually remember the second one, though. Kind of annoys me. The Black Spiral represents the forces of entropy, which is the descent into the underworld. Which most people don't want to deal with. However, we bit red, you're basically being, it's, how do I put this? Violence, empathy. Okay, so that was fun. The red one is more along the lines of blood being spilled as opposed to, entropic loss. Ugh, my head.
I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event seance.
Ah, so we've been mind
Given
mucked.
I only
Mess with.
learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
Is there a...
What on earth?
Should probably find out what that is. Alright, don't forget to save. October 2, day Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. Atrium. Okay, well, dead bird.
How
Interest.
fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Dara Hunter.
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
Mm-hmm. Guildmaster in the groundsman, Mr. Dara Hunter. Well, you look. Given the attire, you're like the father of Lorcan Sinat. Remember, we checked out the document to figure this all out. Those whispering women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time, a Ms. Vicious Layu and a Miss Ivy Licoid. They're going to be interesting to figure out.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Okay. Caitlin Joyce.
Sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact.
Notice she doesn't have a standard cross. I recognize that as kind of a pagan symbol, usually dealing with fertility.
Don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
A. Varley, by the way. Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper. It's a good way to introduce everyone. Well done narratively. Lobby.
Sorry, Marquess.
Miss Murphy?
Mm-hmm.
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Okay. Miss Murphy, the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
So he's the one in charge of the manor. Marquise of Dawn, Jonathan Blake, with the boy in the painting being the master of the house, Walter. Interesting. So we have a child on the spectrum, probably. Our commission seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone except Ms. Deane, of course? It's a lot of people.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today? Yes?
Definitely bad omen for the crow.
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
God, I'm going to need a notebook.
Wait. Some decorum, please.
Why? For a crow? Interesting. Aunt, perhaps this is our Rio and Fier Callahan? There's no way I'm pronouncing that right. The hell?
She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
Druid Reconstructionist? Mr. Affinity and signing a book? He must be the X. Interesting. Maybe. I mean, Druidism's been dead for centuries at this point.
Bad omen. And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Oh, I see the cat fighting has begun.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line?
I do like how we're just clocking everything. We are Sherlock Holmes.
Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Hey, you're being judgy.
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Oh, this is going to get political.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Yeah, tarot readers can get it hard.
A need for yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
God damn it, the ego is just like being cut through with a chainsaw. French accent, he's mostly Mr. Toussaint, then. Catherine O'Meara, elimination and distracting man must be Cathal O'Meara. And of course, the remaining woman, the lady on the right, looks more like a Barbosa than either a Quinn. All right, so...
Speaking of late arrivals.
Oh yeah, they notice we exist.
Who was our newest guest?
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I do look like I've stepped out of a drama there. Nobody really got my name, did they?
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the bellboy. Save the bell. One of those people was behind Mrs. Deane's disappearance, but who are they all? They're all here for this seance, and some of them know each other. Clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much. It'll grow paranoid. I can do the job, investigating or vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and the reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of the movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and where their rooms are free. Okay. I didn't realize we were going this far.
Monsieur, you would be Declan Ward, correct?
Ah.
Allow me to even the playing field. Huh? I am Etienne Toussaint,
Mm-hmm.
banker of fraudulent mystics.
Ah, I love you, guy. I love... All right. I want there to be more skeptics in the paranormal community. Way too much is being, especially these days, is being just taken at face value.
And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
So he knows that I'm the detective Declan Ward. Analyze. First, I want to know who you are. Society of Psychoid Research symbol. Yep, that's one of the debunking groups. And... Newborn pocket. Warned about the edges, kept close to hand. Got it. All right, fine. Discuss evidence. Okay. Strange device. All right, so... Okay, discuss evidence. We'll have to do just rocket abyss. Discuss. You studied the strange device in the atrium. I have, and it's strange indeed, but the place of other similar devices. I am sure if it means anything is purely for display. Okay. Grand seance. Let's do that. Do you think the seance claims could be true? They can know that they can summon a ghost and talk to it directly. You asked the wrong man, monsieur, but many things were considered impossible until they were done. Non? I have witnessed many strange things in my line of business, and for what I know of her, if it can be done, Manuel Mertiville can do it. Okay, cool. All right, observation. We're having fun here. Fraud, let's do it. Actually, how do you know me? You know me, sir. Not quite, I know of you. It remains to be seen if you are truly the man I have read about. Okay, fraud. Let's hit it. Searching out fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It is a seance. Surely everyone involved in running is a charlatan and the rest naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the grists are true magical practitioners. But the gathering suggests there is likely to be someone to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely believe. Alright, remember, we're going to have to go do lunch. Dinner soon. Excuse me, did you say there are people here who think they can perform magic? We are a skeptic. None. I said there are people here who can perform it. You or I know not of this scene, believe me when I tell you. Magic, rituals, ghosts, it is all real. Aren't you a skeptic? It is hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes, but it is not commonplace. But it's easier for some to fake. It's just ridiculous. You could do it now? Yes, maybe. But there may seem unexplainable things. Alright, so, what else can we discuss with him? Notebook. Do you always carry the notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not. There is a lot to record. Best I do not chance to become fragile like memory. You agree, none? I have seen you taking notes in your own journal, oui? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Society. Got it. If I may ask, what does the crest you're wearing indicate? Ah, it is the emblem of the Society for Psychological Research, a grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It is a mixed set, some believers, some skeptics, some in between, but I find it suits me to have like-minded people to share my work with it. Alright, anything else you want to talk about? Analysis? Ms. Deane. Let's hit it. Do you know Ms. Deane? I have met once or twice, but never exchange something more than small talk. But she came off as pleasant, though I suspect she was more to her than she let on. Certainly I was right. It is clear now many guests have complex relationship with the woman. What an interesting life she must have led. Okay, so... Identity known. The guests. We'll go to that in a second. Deane, Varlet. Device. Fraud. What else can we talk to him about? Not much, actually. Only himself and the guests. Let's start with the guests. You respect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have suspicions. My intent is to gain the proof. Attendees staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these problems will help you uncover more of the problems with Deane and their own reasons for attending the seance. You have gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After following the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint as you find out your deductions have been revealed. My print is to begin the proof that will discredit them. Okay, I'll form hypothesis. We can only do that for so long. Okay, so Mr. Goal is to... Okay, back. Okay, make hypothesis. Into for a... Let's see. Coerce me into investigating a... fraudulence for a society. What if? Doesn't seem right. Kind of coerce me. Coerce me to researching fraudulence for his society. What if? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Researching a guest for his society. What if? No, that can't be it. Oh my god. Investigating me to research for a society for... Yes, that's definitely not it. Yeah, I know, that's just crazy. It's trying to... Goal is to coerce me into investigating fraudulence for his society. And that seems the most logical. But if it's not fraudulence, guest. Not guest. Oh, a society for fraudulence. What if? No, that can't be it. Not going to coerce. What about research me, investigate? Coerce me is to investigating, because he knows that, but we need a guest for fraudulence. What if? I know what happened here. Finally.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Got it. Confront. Your goal is to curse and investigating guests for fraudulence.
Right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into...
I'm not going to ask how you got it.
Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you...
Blackmail is such an ugly word.
Quiet?
Mm-hmm.
No? You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes?
How do you get? Oh, pressed it. Otherwise, I'll have to make an announcement at breakfast. You'll be out not long after, I assure you. And how do you expect me to get into Mr. Exit's room safely? I see her discussing your plans with Monsieur Fion. You might consider listening in. Okay. We've done this about an hour now, and I'm thinking you should know by now if this is the game that you think that you want me to continue, because obviously it is combination of investigation and cosmic horror, which has been popular on this channel. You can go back and check it out. Sinking City, Arkham Horror. Yeah, you guys seem to do like it. Anyways, so like I said before, this is the game you want me to do. Keep it in mind when we come to vote. Place your vote for the Seance of Blake Manor. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the time here. Like, share, subscribe as per usual. I will see you next time. And yeah, and of course, if you want to become a supporter, gain access to additional material, links in the description down below, as well as the list of benefits. Until then, I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.